Ever wondered what it's like to wait for something so long you think it might never happen? Like waiting for your birthday when it's still January. The story of Abraham and Sarah's big promise. Genesis chapter 17 to chapter 21. Now gather round, kids. Let me tell you a story that goes way, way back to when tents were homes, stars lit up the sky like sparkles, and God made a promise so big it could only come true with a miracle. Once upon a time, there was a kind and faithful man named Abraham and his sweet wife Sarah. They loved God very much, and one day God made Abraham a promise. God said, "Abraham, look up at the stars. Count them if you can." Abraham looked up. Whoa! The sky was full of twinkling stars. Then God said, "That's how big your family will be someday." But here's the surprising part. Abraham and Sarah were already super old, like way older, and they didn't have any children at all. Sarah even giggled a little when she heard God's promise. Me? A mommy? At this age? But guess what? God always keeps his promises no matter what. Well now, 1 year later, a miracle happened. Sarah had a baby boy named Isaac. His name means laughter, because everyone was so full of joy. Can you imagine old Abraham and Sarah cuddling a little baby, smiling ear to ear? "God really did it," laughed Sarah. "He made me a mommy after all." And kids, God kept his promise. When baby Isaac was born, it didn't stop there. Isaac grew up, had kids, and then they had kids, and then they had even more kids. It's like planting one little seed and watching it grow into a big tree with lots of branches and fruit. Isaac's family kept growing and growing until they became a huge group of people called Israel, a whole nation. So yes, one boy really did become the father of a nation, because God's promises are powerful like that. Moral of the story, even when something seems impossible, God can do it. Sometimes we have to wait patiently and trust God's timing, even when it's hard. Even if it feels like it's taken forever, God's promise is always worth the wait. Ever waited a long time for something special, like a new toy, a birthday, a surprise? Tell us in the comments below what you're waiting for, and remember, God's timing is always right.